Okay, so the next one I want to do. Let's do the back rig and the head rig in one go. So I got foot rigs in place. I just kind of duplicated this because it had the channels on it. I took it over here, flipped it around, froze it out, and then I went in and put all the things together that I had on the other one. Okay, but let's go and move over a little bit. I'm going to go in and create another one of these C-box things. Whoop. Let's kind of scale this down, and I'm going to move this up here someplace. Great. And let's make another one of these here for this. And I might decide to have one or two. I notice there's an issue if I do this funny, so how about we bring this down here, and I'm going to put in another one. Okay. And let's just hide my geometry for a minute. Just going to take this and I'll move this and hold down V. That one's going to be for my pelvis. Let's call that pelvis underscore control. And then I'm going to take this one and we'll call this one back underscore control. And then if I take, actually, you know what, if I delete this one, then I take this one and make a duplicate. Then I don't have to go in back control 1. We should call that one back control 2. Actually, let's even go back here. Let's call it back to control. Okay, great. And then this one will be back 1. Okay, great. And I'm just going to take this and I'll hold down V and I'll pop that here. This one here I'm going to pop on that joint. And I'm just going to change the shapes of these a little bit. If I bring back my geometry and let's get two of these on. Let's go to side here. And just I kind of make them so that they kind of cover the area that they're going to control. Okay, again, always thinking about being easy to select from multiple angles. Take this one, grab the control vertices, and I'm moving this up. Okay, without kind of being obstructive, because sometimes I find these things can get kind of obstructive. Let's grab these ones here. I'm just going to use my scale tool and kind of make that look like the hips. Control vertices, do the same thing on this side here. Taper it, I don't know, just so it's kind of conforming, yeah. And how about this one? Okay, so something like that. Out a bit. Okay, or maybe how about we pull this in a bit and I just kind of pull those down. Take this. Anyway, something visually kind of pleasing and you can identify quickly. That's what I say, but everybody's got their own thing. Then what I'll do is I'll also go in here and I'm going to create a NURBS circle. And let's hide my geometry. I'm just going to take the circle and I'll hold down V and I'll put it here on the root. And I'm just going to make it big. There we go. Not too big, just big enough so it looks like something easy to select. Nothing too crazy in your way, but it's also kind of nice because it's visually kind of distinct. And I'll call this upper body underscore control. Okay, good. I'm going to not center the pivot. I need to freeze the transformations, kill the history, and that's good. Okay, so let's hide my geometry again. And I'm going to go with kind of really simple rigging on this back here so I don't have to do anything too crazy. I'm going to grab the, not the upper body control, I'm going to grab the pelvis control, grab the pelvis joint, and I'm just going to hit it with a parent constraint. I'm going to grab the upper body control, grab the root joint, and I'm going to go in and constrain that parent constraint. And I can just hit G because I'm doing the same actions over and over and over again. Boom. There. So I got them all. This controller should be parented to that one. So I'm just going to hit P. So I select that one first, then that one, I hit P. Select this one, and then this one last, and I want those to be the children of the upper body control. And we'll just take a look in the hypergraph. What does that look like? Whoop. Remember when you're doing this that I have options display shape, hidden, and underworld nodes on, so that if you see extra nodes in here, and you look at the little icons on them, you can see that just shows the curve. Nothing special. Okay, and let's just double check and make sure it works. Yay! Okay, always double check and make sure it works. Everything seems to be working there. What if I grab the pelvis control and it's grabbing pants? And if it's grabbing geometry, you can make this so it's referenced so you can't select it. So it's just there. And I grab the hips. Whoop, 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 whoop. That works. And what about if I select this one? That works. I'm just undoing. But if I select them both at the same time, I kind of get this nice kind of fall off here. And it's all just an FK back, but I've got this independent hip movement. Okay, let's close that for a minute. I'm going to zip up here and I'm going to do the head. This time around when I do controls, let's go in here and I'm going to create a curve tool, CV curve tool. And I always do something stupid like this. Something that's easy to select. Maybe it implies something goofy like a goofy haircut or something like that. There. Just something that's easy to select. And that's going to be the head control. I typed that all right. Good. Let's hide this. I'm just going to move the pivot point to this. D and V. Come on. Move tool. D and V. There. I middle clicked and wiggled and it pops up. As long as the center is yellow, that will work. I'm going to go into create nerves primitive circle. I think I like that for the neck. So let's go and hold down V. There. And I'll just make this big. And let's bring back the geometry just so I know what the hell I'm looking at. And that seems to be fine. If I take this, I can make another duplicate and pop that here. Okay, and let's see what that looks like. It's kind of hidden, that one. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go in here. I'm going to grab a hull. That grabs the whole, like an edge ring of CVs, and I'll do something like this. So it's kind of a little bit more at an angle. Let's do the same thing with this one. Okay, just so it's on an angle, easier to select, easier to kind of identify as what that's gonna influence. I'm gonna hide that, and head control, and then these are the neck controls. Let's do it here. Neck underscore control. And that gave me a 1 and a 2 on there, so let's go in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Name them that one because it's first one here, and then neck control 1. So maybe I do have to go in and rename these quickly. Neck 1, and that one's going to be neck 2. Done. Okay. And again, I'm going to keep these constraints really, really simple. Grab the head control, grab that, and I'll go in here and I'll hit constrain, parent. Grab this one, grab that neck joint 2, and constrain parent. And this one, and constrain parent. Boom. Got those done. I'm just going to take the head control, parent to the neck 1, middle click, drag and drop, neck 1 to neck 2, and then neck 2 to back control 2. Boop. And now everything moves. Let's test it out. And so this one here, that works. I'll take these two. Actually, what the hell's that? It's flipping off like that. What did I do wrong? That's working. But there's some kind... Oh, you know what it is? Okay, I wasn't paying attention. And on these here controls, this one? There's some weird scale values. Is there anything on this one? No. I'm just going to take these and I'm going to go ahead and freeze the transformations. That worked on the children too. Let's take these two. Okay, there, it's fixed. So there was a weird scale value is inheriting and everything went weird. So again, that's why I always say freeze the transforms on these things, and I missed that earlier. And the head works fine. We got a problem with the eyes. I'm going to try and do the eye control next. But there, we're done that part of the rigging. And so, save it. File. Save scene as, and we're doing... I'll just kind of say where I am. And then I'll go in and stop this.